Apologies in advance for the shaky camera work. Trust me, it does get better. Thank you for joining me for dinner, and we are going to Tony Macaroni for this video in my Eat Out With Me series. I also just want to mention, I know in this video I talk an awful lot about how stressful I am with the filming situation. You'll see what I mean once I'm seated. If you like this type of video, I do have a playlist with lots more on my channel page, which you can check out. I have no idea what I want from this extensive menu. I love pizza, but I have pizza at home. So I'm thinking I really ought to go for something that I can't make myself or get delivered as easily, although this place does do delivery. There's a milkshake, but then there's cocktails. Decisions. This is what happens when you come and you haven't a clue what you're going to go for. One Star Martini, the first one I've ever had, and a glass of Prosecco on the side, and I've ordered macaroni cheese. This is the 4-cheese blend macaroni cheese, which I thought, I'm in Tony Macaroni. I've got to get macaroni cheese. It smells incredible. So the bar staff are right behind me, and I may be asked to stop filming. So I'm going to try. I haven't even tried the drink, but I'm going to try the macaroni, which looks amazing. So cheesy and so creamy. Unfortunately, I can't get the staff out of shot because they are literally right behind me. So yeah, sorry guys if you see this. I'm going to try the drink, but I don't want to spill it. It's very full. This should turn you around a bit. That is incredible. I can actually taste the vanilla. It's so much better than that can that I had. But then a canned cocktail will never match one handmade. I think it was, oh no, that was a different one. That was meant to be Sex on the Beach. I'm getting confused. You really don't want to confuse Sex on the Beach and porn stars. I think it's because I'm a bit nervous. And that's nothing to do with the food. I decided to quickly adjust the camera. Try and get more of the actual food in shot. So, a little update on the previous time I had dinner out when I went to Monterey Jack's. I didn't cope very well with it later on once I was at home. So I decided I'm still going to try again, and hence why I have ended up here. But I tried to order something that might be slightly less challenging. So that's why there is no milkshake and no side. I'm so paranoid they're going to ask me to stop filming. So if this ends abruptly, you know why. Given that last time I had dinner out didn't end too well, it would have been really easy for me to dwell on that and build this up into a really big thing in my mind, and mulling it over in that way would have given the ED voice a chance to dissuade me from trying again, and I do not negotiate with that voice. I made up my mind I was coming to Tony Macaroni's for dinner. I didn't know until I got here and saw the menu what I would be having. But I was damn well going to go through with it. And you know what? If it ends badly, it ends badly. I tried, and I will keep trying. I was tempted to go for the Pomodoro, but because I'm wearing a white top, I thought
got anorexia.
Mistakes are going to happen in recovery. It's not a linear process, and there'd be no point beating myself up about it. I worked out what went wrong and why.
This is how, don't know, naive I am when it comes to alcohol. I'm not really sure what I'm meant to do with the Prosecco. I mean, drink it obviously, but do I do it like a shot? I'm guessing I'm not meant to pour it in a cocktail.
I didn't get ID'd for buying alcohol, so I did feel slightly sad about that. If you start to feel anxious or panicky, don't forget that you can use slow and deep breathing to switch off that flight or fight response. Don't give in to the urge to run away. Just breathe through it, because you can do it, and the more you do it, the less scary it will get. Unless you're in the situation I'm in, but most people are not filming themselves in a restaurant with the bar staff right behind them. #awkward. But you know what? I felt the fear. I did it anyway.
They're right behind me talking.
As you'll have seen from the beginning of the video when I was showing you the menu, I did struggle choosing what to have. If this is going to cause you to become paralysed with indecision, it might be worth, on your first few times trying, deciding what you want in advance so you can just go in and order. But if you are doing this, please pick what you want and do not do it based on calories. If you start negotiating with the eating disorder, then you're already losing the battle.
This is definitely the most anxiety-provoking filming experience I have had to date, even more so than the very first time I did it.
I was struggling to work out what I was really in the mood for, and with alcohol, I tend to find that I will eat more than I would if I don't have alcohol, and that can sometimes trigger a binge, so I had to be mindful of that when picking a drink.
It's absolutely incredible, really good.
However, I really did want a cocktail, so that's what I ordered. With the food, it was a much tougher decision.
He managed to not even look at my phone on the stand when he came to inquire how the food was.
The reason it was harder with food is because there were so many things I would have liked to have had.
The staff keep walking right past me, and it makes me so uneasy, but I'm guessing if they're going to tell me to stop, they would have done so by now. Need to relax, chill, enjoy my food. Maybe a bit more alcohol will help.
With hindsight, I think I probably really wanted pizza, but I was trying to think of eating something I hadn't had on camera before.
Alistair said, the sign of a good cocktail is when you can't taste the alcohol. That is a good cocktail.
When you have an ED or you're in recovery from one, it can be really hard to ask for things and to state your needs. If the dish you're ordering isn't exactly what you want, don't be afraid to ask staff to make some changes to it. It's not unreasonable, and they will be used to it. You want to enjoy your food and you're paying for a service. If it says your burger comes with gherkins and you don't like gherkins, just ask them to leave them off.
If I was eating on my own and not filming, I'd be absolutely fine. It's the filming part that's causing me the anxiety now.
Eating out alone is hard enough by itself.
And it's not like I've done it loads. I mean, I've done it twice in like proper sit-down restaurants, with this being my third time.
Don't make it harder by ordering something you know you probably won't enjoy.
God, I wonder if they're all going to end up talking about that weird woman that comes and films herself eating.
So has she been into your place yet? No, not yet, mate.
She were in my place the other week. I know exactly who you're talking about. My range of accents is limited. This is actually really, really filling. I do want to finish it because it's not something I'd really want to take home with me. I'm really glad though I didn't get anything to go with it because I wouldn't be able to manage anything else.
I know in a previous video I spoke about not forcing yourself to clear your plate if you're pushing yourself well beyond the point of fullness and you know you won't be able to cope with it. And it may seem like I am completely disregarding my own advice in this situation. However, there wasn't that much food left on my plate, and in all honesty, I wanted to finish my food, pay and leave because I was so anxious. But I also knew I'd probably be hungry about 5 minutes later.
Yes, there is a fly buzzing about.
So I knew even though I was full, I wasn't pushing myself beyond what I could handle.
To be honest, if I'd gone with spaghetti, as well as being messy to eat, it would not have been nice for you guys to watch, I'm sure. I think this is probably bad enough.
I'm at a stage in the recovery process where I'm still finding out where my limits are in terms of what I can and can't cope with. I honestly thought I would be able to cope with what I had at Monterey Jack's. I was wrong. And the way that I deal with it is just trial and error and learning what works and what doesn't. And that's how I find my limits. It's different for everybody. So don't compare where you are in your recovery or what you're doing with what I'm doing. What I'm doing works for me, but it might not work for you, and vice versa. My way isn't the right way. It's just the right way for me.
I'm so full.
Over the course of having this YouTube channel, I've done a lot of filming out in coffee shops and I've become fairly comfortable doing that. So by stepping up and coming to actual proper restaurants, I'm pushing myself further out of my comfort zone and continuing to challenge myself to try new things.
Thing is though, in a couple of hours, I'll probably be hungry again.
I know I'm not at a stage in my recovery yet where I can start to feel comfortable.
And you know what, if I am, that's absolutely fine. If I'm hungry, it's because my body wants food. So I need to give it food.
If I am feeling comfortable, I need to ask myself, am I comfortable because I have stopped pushing myself in recovery?
I've nearly finished.
Some people are happy to stop at a kind of quasi-recovery place, and no judgment, that's absolutely fine. But that's not what I want. I want full recovery, and that means I've got to keep challenging myself until the point I'm actually recovered.
I'm going to drink this. Can't talk. I'm going to drink the Prosecco and then close the video before I completely finish what I'm eating. But I am going to finish my food and I'm going to finish my cocktail. I guess I'm glad I've done this. It's been challenging, but not for any of the reasons I thought it would be. Feel free to drop me a comment in the box below. Subscribe if you are new, and please come back for the next video. Hopefully I'll be a bit more chilled, but for now, thank you for watching. Cheers.